Good morning and welcome. And today I want to talk about Other Side Picnic episode 4. Now, like I said, I'm sure everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was good. They had a Rent a Girlfriend, my show. I love Rent a Girlfriend. They had a Rent a Girlfriend pop-up event at Kino. And I went to the one in New York, of course. So I got myself the wall scroll and everything Sumi related because that's the girl. Best girl right here. Best girl. But other than that, let's talk about Other Side Picnic episode 4. We have been on an not emotional, but more like a puzzle road with this show. I mean, there are still questions about Other Side Picnic, none are answered. And you gotta know what's going on with the girls like Sorao and Toriko. I don't even know what's going on with them yet. I'm still trying to puzzle the pieces together when it comes to these two. And this episode kind of gave us a clear understanding about Sorao's reaction about not helping Toriko. But it also gave us some flashbacks. I mean, not flashback, more details about her. Which I kind of like how Other Side Picnic goes. It goes at a slow pace in the episode. Like every episode, it introduces new characters. And it introduces us to why they doing this. Like, what is the other side? And I still don't know what the other side is. Like, there's still questions about it. Like, who created the other side? Who created the other side? What is the other side really about? There's still questions about that, none answered. And it's still, I'm still trying to figure this out. Is it still like people could just go in through the other side, just punching the code? Can anybody do it? That's like me going outside, like, hey, I'm going to the other side. See ya. You go outside, you go to the building, and then you punch in the elevators. So I'm asking everybody's the same thing. Is the other side important for most people, or is it for anybody to just go in? That's my thing. So episode 4 gave us something to talk about, and I want to do this review of the show because it was pretty good and bold. The plot kind of like it juggled to a point where I'm like, wait a minute. So what is the actual plot of all this? What are we getting out of this? So without further ado, here's episode 4 of Other Side Picnic. Whoop! Now, here's where it gets interesting. So it starts off with Sorao talking to the space-time man. And the space-time man is a ghost that talks to people and about doing things wrong or right. I don't know. It's a weird ghost. So they eat some. So in the past the opening, it's kind of tongue-tied a little bit. They eat breakfast, and the relationship between Toriko and Sorao's relationship is kind of like a block. It's blocking it. Like their relationship is so imparted right now. They're not syncing up. Kind of like how the beginning Adachi and Shiramura is, and they weren't syncing until now. Citra is same thing. I mean, it's synced. The first episode kind of synced. This right here is not syncing yet. And everybody's still thinking, like, where's the Uranus in this with these two? I mean, the vibe is not kicking in. I mean, sure they have different traits. Sure they have different traits and different personalities. Kind of like how you're looking at Daphne and Velma from Scooby-Doo, and then you look at these two, they're kind of almost the same. But other than that, besides that, misunderstanding was the whole thing in the beginning. I mean, Sorao's reaction to Toriko saying, why you help me? Why am I helping you when I don't know who the person is? That's just dumb. In other words, and during the whole conversation, she's like, how can I help you look for Satsuki and I don't even know if she's alive or dead? Like, she's been gone for 3 months. Anything could happen in 3 months. We don't know if she's on the other side or if she's in the real world all this time. Plot twist, maybe she's the creator. I don't know. Maybe it was a game for her. See, we don't know nothing about Satsuki. There's nothing we don't know about. All we know is that she's been gone for 3 months. Like I said, there are still questions not answered, and they're not even giving us anything. But the whole argument with like, we've been gone for 3 months, you just pick me and say, I need you to help Satsuki. That's not how that works. Basically, she's saying you're using me just to find Satsuki. So they're not friends anymore. And then Toriko is going on a journey by herself. She's going by herself. And then, messages from her phone, Sorao's phone, from the other side, saying that Toriko is out there looking for Satsuki. Now, This was a bold / development episode. I'm going to say this again. This is a bold / development episode. Here's how. So she goes with Sorao goes meet the white hair girl, Kozakura. Well, I keep forgetting her name. The neat girl. The shut-in girl. Let me say this. The shut-in girl with the white hair. I don't know nothing about her. But I'll tell you this. You got these three random ass people, a big dude, a skinny dude, and a small dude, just going there banging the door. And out of nowhere, surprisingly, I was surprised. She pulled out a shotgun. Yes, I said it again. This Kozahara, this shut-in girl, this long white hair shut-in girl has got a freaking shotgun. What the hell? I was shocked. I'm like, what? I had to go back twice because I didn't expect she gonna pull a shotgun. I didn't even think that. I'm like, damn. And the way how those things came out, like a Titan does, like with a big thing coming out of it. The way how that thing you try to eat them up, it was she so freaked out. She pulled out shotgun. She pulled out the old school shotgun, not the striker shotgun like you see in Resident Evil, which I like. I like the striker shotgun, but this is just the regular OG shotguns. And blasted it. And then I don't know where they went to the other side. Now, here's the thing. The relationship of Sorao / Kazuhara's thing and Sorao / Toriko's relationship. I'm trying to compare Sorio's relationship to Kazuhara and her with Toriko's because it's kind of like on this side, she's more bold. This side, she's not. You see the difference. It's different. It's different. Like these two with Sorao and Kozahara, their relationship is like they want to get to know more. Like they taking their slow time to get to know each other even more. Whereas Sorao and Yuriko's relationship, their relationship started out rushed to a point that they don't even actually know one another like that. You know, it's pretty unpredictable. But I like how the relationship between Sorao and Toriko's relationship. Sorao and Kazu's. I'm gonna call her Kazu. Kazu's relationship. It's really one and done. Like I like how they communicating well and talking. Like she freaking out about going to the other side when she never been to the other side. Like she's so scared. Cause remember she's a researcher. She don't go outside. She stays inside. So she's really really scared. Now, we get the whole backstory. Now, as they're going finding Toriko, they had a conversation. And it was kind of important to understand this part because, like I said, we want to know the character. So with Sorio's relationship, her backstory is kind of like deep. Mother passed away. To sum it up, I'm going to put it like this. To sum up Sorio's backstory is this. College loan. She has nothing to afford for college, so she has to pay a loan. Her mother passed away. Her grandmother and father keep abducting her every time she comes home from school. Right? They burn her favorite place, a manga cafe, where she always goes to. So they burn her place. Her grandmother and father died in the mountains. She has no inheritance whatsoever. None. And she has a college loan where she has to pay up for college and nothing to work. So it's like, wow, I felt bad for her. And the way how she made the conversation is just so, it's like, she's not mad or sad. She just kept the story normal. She's like, it's a long story. You want to understand. It's a long story. Trust me. She kept that storyline. She kept her past bold and told her that. Now with Kazu explaining about Toriko's relation, how it all started. I mean, we found out, the only little bit of information was that, okay, the only reason she knew how to use guns was because her parents her and her family was born in Canada. And that's how she was able to use guns. And her parents passed away. That's it. There's nothing much we don't know about her. All we know is that little bit of information, but it comes to her parents. Well, I want to know about more and more about Satsuki and how it all started. And I think later on in the episode, we're going to get like a Satsuki / Toriko relationship episode. Maybe we'll see how that goes. I don't know. So and this is Toriko's moment. This was her bold moment. Normally you see Toriko makes the first move climbing up the ladder. This time you see Sorao being bold as she is. She is developing really well to climb up there and try to find Toriko from a distance, which is great. So as they can counter, they go to this. So Kazu went on her own, and how bold is Sorao with a shotgun? Normally you see her with a pistol, but man, she got a shotgun. As she goes on her boat, as she's looking for Kazu and Toriko, she stumbled upon these plant-looking humans. And then when I saw that scene, I'm like, I'm feeling some Martin Mystery vibe. And if you watch Martin Mystery, greatest show ever. If you watch Martin Mystery, and you know that episode with the do a tree, where everybody's turned to tree people, that's kind of a thing. And I kind of like that. They turn to plants. So Sorao found Kazu, and she found her other self running towards the door where she is found. It was kind of quick. I find it quick. It was quick to find her. Like, really? Of all the places, you found her in a building where the door is there. Like, that was way too quick to find her. So she goes on to the... So, after finding Toriko, she stood toe-to-toe against that demon, against the ghost, nonetheless, with a shotgun. She is badass. She is badass. And then after facing that ghost by herself, her conversation with Toriko, apologizing and all that stuff, it was kind of nice. But how messed up is Toriko? This is how it ended. How the hell, after saving Toriko, you forgot the shutting girl? How the hell you forgot her? I'm like, damn, you guys are fucked up on so many different levels. It's one thing to save Toriko, your girl that you're gonna love later on, but to not save the shut-in girl, that's kind of like, wow. Way to go. I'm like, uh-oh, we forgot somebody. I'm surprised they forgot her. And then I like how the ending went, where it's just like, you guys left me hanging, and they all crying. But that's that. But like I said, this episode was pretty good and bold, because we got to see a development side of Sorao even more, with her backstory and using the shotgun really well and proving that she could do things on her own without help. Like, she really is independable. And like all things, like Citrus, Adachi the Shimura bloom into you. If I had to pick who's my favorite girl I'm rooting for to build a Yuri relationship, I gotta go with Sorao on this one. Later on, Sorao will make moves and bigger development than Toriko has. But let's see how that works. And like I said, great episode. But there's still questions not answered, and I really wish to get to the point where we're just understanding what is the other side. I don't know what the other side is. I don't know what it actually is or who created it, but other than that, we'll see how that works. So thank you for watching this episode and review of Other Side Picnic episode 4. I look forward for next week's episode, and I hope you will.